When trying to be gangster goes wrong, Ysl, who posed to testify on behalf of the state, has got himself locked up in the state for 5 long years. And he had the nerve to ask his attorney had the nerves to ask the honorable judge, could his defendant go home and get his orders in affair. Now we all know that's not how court goes. He was dressed up like he was ready to go somewhere anyhow. He got on the long sleeve. He fully dressed, and his lawyer should have told him, listen, be looking for them to hold you in contempt of court for committing perjury in the court of law when you said that you would testify to 16 things about YSL, but instead you want to get on the stand and talk a lot of I don't remember. They said, nah, Lil Woody did it to them and they ain't gonna play with you, okay? Lil Woody was the only one so far to go up in that courtroom and not give a sugar honey iced tea about the judge, the lawyers, or anybody else for that case. And he tried to do the same damn thing, and we see where they got Mr. Mounk Tounk, okay? Infinite love, life, and a good vibration. Fair use.
While the judge said she's sympathetic to Sledge's progress, his actions in her mind amounted to perjury.
But we've got to take seriously the court system.
Officers immediately cuffed Sledge as his attorney asked if he could go home to set his affairs in order and then turn himself in.
I think y'all knew when you came in here that this was a strong possibility, so no.
Child, he knew right then and there when that judge said, no, I hold you in contempt of court of the law because this is what you signed an agreement to, and then you signed an agreement to be on probation all those years. You certainly had to be desperate. I'm being honest. 30 years without your freedom. Say it ain't so.
Jail after a hearing today, a judge found that Antonio Sledge, also known as Mounk Tounk, failed to hold up his end of his plea agreement by not testifying truthfully during the trial. Fox 5's Ysl Mounk has more from the live desk.
Antonio Sledge had 5 years of his probation revoked by a judge today after the judge agreed with the prosecution that Sledge had reneged on his deal with prosecutors to testify in the YSL trial.
I am going to revoke 5 years of Mr. Sledge's probation.
That was Fulton County Superior Court Judge Paige Whitaker's decision after a hearing involving witness and former YSL co-defendant Antonio Sledge. Prosecutors claim Sledge knowingly contradicted key elements of his testimony he agreed to as part of his plea agreement in 2022 while on the stand in September. During those days in court, Sledge repeatedly responded to questions with the statement, "I don't recall," regarding the events surrounding the 2015 murder of Donovan Nutt Thomas.
One thing is sworn to in open court on December 28th of 2022, and then something diametrically opposite of that is sworn to under oath back on September 5th.
As part of that plea deal, he was supposed to testify to 16 factual statements during the trial. Sledge's attorney Derek Wright claimed that his contradictions were more from confusion on the stand than willful obstruction.
Maybe more of a manifestation of being overwhelmed as opposed.
It's obvious to me that that judge don't give one crap about what he's saying, because guess what? Those handcuffs still went around his client's wrist. So let this be a message to the rest of the people that may want to get up on the stand in Fulton County.